Damn right. What's happening? This is the Damn Right podcast. I don't know what episode this is because I don't know what order they're going to go in, but we are back and we've got an absolutely unbelievable guest. A guy that's kind of come through the same time as I have, but absolutely went on to do unbelievable things in the past year. It's been crazy for him. Welcome to the podcast, Charlie Boon.
Hello, how are we doing?
Good, mate, good. Well, have you done a podcast before?
You know what? I think I did one, like in lockdown for, do you know Panda and Harry Oscillate? They had that, what was it called? Like Meet Me Front Left or something.
Think so, yeah.
I did that one years ago, but I remember I was quite nervous and I think I like nailed like 5 or 6 beers, so I've never listened to it back. I'm terrified of what I'd said. But I'm not sure if anyone listened to it, so I think we're all right.
Yeah, mate, just it's gone. That's like it's back. It's fucking lost with COVID and all that shit. You can forget about it. There's plenty of shit that I put online during that time that was lost in the ether, like. So
this is a re-up on the podcast. But I do.
This is the professional. This is the professional setting. This is like what you were just saying there. It looks legit.
Now we've got a mic. We're in the studio. Life's good. But yeah, it's I listen to so many podcasts. I probably listen to podcasts more than music. So it's
me too. What kind of podcasts do you listen to? All sorts, or just music ones, or what?
I sometimes listen to music ones. I love Annie Mac and Nick Grimshaw's one, Sidetrack, just them chatting about the week in music. I obviously love Tape Notes, like when I want to get like inspired by people making music. There's so many good ones on there and so much I've taken from there. And then I just listen to like a few football ones, and then do you know Romesh Ranganathan and Tom Davies?
Yeah.
That one's so funny. Like they just chat about just like blokes being blokes and just like, I don't know, they kind of open up about their mental health, but as like adult older men, it's quite nice and refreshing, like to like
it's good to hear that. It's good to have a bit of perspective, isn't
it? For sure.
So the studio that you're in just now, is this your studio?
Yeah, I've only been here like 2 months.
Yeah.
But it's banging. It's in Peckham. It's like 5 minutes from my house. And yeah, I feel super grateful, to be fair. Like I don't know how long I'm going to be in it because it's like a rehearsal studio.
Yeah.
So when there's a band on, you'll just be hearing like Mr. Brightside coming through the walls, like, and I'm trying to record a vocal and I'm saying to the vocalist like, oh, like it stops in a minute, and then they hit it again, and the Chili Peppers come on, and it's like. But to be fair, this mic
with a cover over their heads, like a doobie over their heads.
I don't even have a booth in it, so they're just like sat on the sofa, like recording into the mic, which I actually think's the best way of recording songs is when you're chilled. But when Matey Boy's rehearsing for his pub gig on Thursday night, it's not ideal.
Nah. I can imagine, honestly, there's nothing worse as well. But I get PTSD hearing like fucking Mr. Brightside and all those dirty club classics, like
Eagle Eyed Cherry and all that.
That's a bit of a ballad, though, to be fair.
That's the one I bopped to.
Mate, I heard a remix this morning. I think it was a total famous song, but there's like a remix that somebody's obviously made like an edit of this old tune like that. I'll remember it by the end. But it came on this morning. I was in the car this morning, 7 o'clock, right? Going to the gym with the wee man.
Boy.
Mate, I'm fucking getting it now. I'm getting back into it. It's been, do you know what? I've been a lazy bastard. Like, I was away in New York a couple of weeks ago.
How was that?
It was good, mate. It was good. Have you been in New York? Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's just pottering about. And Andy from Southern Fried was there. And total random as anything. It was like I think there was a Fatboy Slim gig and he went across with him, like, you know, just to kind of, as a kind of representative. And we got to hang out with him and it was really good fun. It was a total laugh.
So good, isn't it, there?
Yeah, it was a good bounce. The food, mate. The food is so good. If I lived there, I'd be like 5 or 6 stone heavier. Like, it'd be mental. It's so good. The tacos, we went to this place called Ramirez Taqueria, and I'm not joking you, it was so good. And the vibe was good as well. It was like 9 o'clock at night when we went, because we'd been drinking. We
Yeah,
went
yeah.
there, and the vibe, it's like everyone's just in the street, just eating tacos and drinking beer and all chatting and that. And I was
It's
like,
so good.
this is good. This is the vibe.
Yeah. Wait, what were you doing?
It was so this actually it's just so happens I'm wearing a t-shirt. This
Yeah,
charity that I'm a artist representative for the charity. They basically they have like ambassador artists that the charity basically teaches people DJing to kind of give them some success and kind of pull them out of homelessness.
Oh, wow.
And it's been quite successful. Like we had a couple of the guys that have went through the project with us, and we were doing a DJ set at Times Square, which was
Mad.
mental,
Was
like
that
so mad.
crazy
I've got
then,
all the
isn't it?
content. I've just not put it up yet.
Come
So
on, mate.
I
Get it
know,
up.
mate. I've been. Do you know what I had? I had a track coming out the Friday. I think the Friday when I was away, or the Friday I got back. So as soon
Yeah.
as I got back, it was in promo mode for the track. So it was like, yeah, it
Couldn't
was
put
just
it in.
so it was shite timing, and all the content that they'd given me to do was like didn't match. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, fuck, I didn't. But I've got it all there. It's all sitting in my TikTok. I've edited it all. I just need to get it up.
Get it up, mate.
I will. So anyway, fucking enough about me. I'm fucking boring. We don't want to hear about
No,
me.
you're not, mate. You're not boring.
How is things going for you just now, DJ wise? What did you have on the weekend past there? Have you been quite busy?
Yeah, I've been playing most weekends, like not like three, like not like three a week, but like 1, 2 a weekend, which has been really fun. What did I do this weekend? Oh, I did Gem Fest, which is actually a sick little festival. Shout out Gem Fest. They started it, I think last year, the festival, and it was like really small. Now it's like 5,000 people, and they completely sold it out. The guys from there are like all super lovely, and yeah, it was like
Whereabouts is that?
it was in Chippenham, like an hour away from London.
Oh, that's easy peasy for you.
Yeah, it was super easy, but it was a great setup, and like the lineup was killer. It was like, I think I was on like more of the garagey stage, um, but like they had like a stage with like Danby and like LP Rhythm and like one of those stages as well, and like I think there was like a drum and bass stage, but it was like sick. Um, yeah, apart from that, yeah, I've been playing some other festivals. Got my headline show in London next week, which is, oh wait, no, on Friday, sorry, on
That
Friday.
Night Tales.
Yeah, at Night Tales Loft. Me and ODF playing back to back for 4 hours. He's coming in today. We're gonna like welcome some music and
Nice.
work out what we're
I
playing.
seen the tickets are doing really well for it as well. You're like fucking nearly gone.
Yeah. It's like it's really surprised us. Like it looks like it's gonna like maybe nearly sell out. It should be really good.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. ODF's like, I don't. Do you know much about him?
I don't. I've heard of him before.
Yeah. He's just like he's got that the pull up remix that's everyone's been playing last summer. Do 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 do.
Yeah,
You know
I do
that
know the
one?
track. I
You
just
know
wanted
that
you
one?
to finish the fucking your own
Yeah,
version
I
of it there.
mean, yeah. I just wanted me to do it. And he's just like he's just really sick at speed garage and great producer. And yeah, I think
Class.
we've got a tune that hopefully is coming out on Armada, a remix of Club Caviar.
No way.
Yeah. So we did this like of that speeded up, like that a cappella of that. We used that on this like organ and piano house tune, and like I was like posting it on TikTok ages ago, and people were loving it. And then we thought it was going to come, and like Armada have actually like commissioned it as a remix, but we're just I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but there we are.
They're doing it. They're doing a Club Caviar remix package thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not putting out
So
a
it's
bunch.
just, yeah, but yeah, it's just getting the all clear from every side, I think, on that. But it's definitely going to come out at some point. Jamie from there, we message most days about when it's going to come out, but it's get such a good reaction when it's played, and like every time it's posted, it's like, sometimes you throw tunes on TikTok and like it gets like 20 likes and you're like, oh no, but that one is like a consistent like one that's like, like people are like, when you releasing this,
Yeah, it's flavor of the month just now as well. It's kind of flavor of the month, like
yeah.
the Hard House thing. They just did that documentary as well about all like Hard House, all the stuff coming back in that. Kyle Starkey was in that, so.
Oh yeah, no, Armada did that. I saw that.
Armada did the documentary, yeah. So it's so it's kind of like the thing. So mate, good positioning, man. Good positioning.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good world to be in right now. That whole like Euro sort of like piano-y, like Yob Yobs, Ben Wall, like all those guys. It just seems like they literally play more times than there are days in the week. It seems, and it's like I think I need to get into a little bit of that world.
Yeah, it's. Do you know what? It's something we'll touch on later on in the pod. But you do traverse quite a few genres, and you kind of like you don't just stick to one sound, which is actually kind of one of the reasons why I like really like you as an artist.
Well, I don't think my manager would agree with that.
I've come through the same. I've come through the same thing. I make all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah.
And it's something that I struggle. I struggle to stick to one sound, and my manager is kind of getting to grips with it now, and she's kind of. I've got a new agent now,
Yeah,
and
I saw
she
that,
actually
mate.
backed me up. She backed me up in it. She was like, "Yo, this is what you do. This is what you're
Yeah,
going to make all sorts of different stuff, and it's probably better to spread things out rather than to limit yourself to one thing.
yeah,
If you're not happy with making, like the next day you're not happy making that thing." So I was like, Rachel, listen to her. She knows her stuff. Do you know
yeah.
what I
She
mean?
knows what's up. No, mate. It's interesting because it's like I think for me potentially like if I was gonna like critique how my career as an artist has unfolded in like I don't know the last 3 years since I've been doing Charlie Boon, it's like probably flicking between too many sounds has been like the one thing that's probably not like made me just like as consistent touring wise. I'd say it's like just like flick it like I don't know. The first record I put out was like a 128 house record, and then it's like built to like All My Life last year being 150, and then like I'd put a speed garage out on like a record out on like Dan Shake's label, and then like yeah, the next thing coming is like a garage record again. It's like I don't know. I think I'm kind of finding my pocket a bit more now, but I think because I just put a record out like at that time as Charlie Boon, and it kind of did well, and like it got me on the map in terms of like people knowing who I was. Kind of, I was kind of like a little bit behind in like maybe my production skill set slightly. I'd say like I don't know. I kind of just like not broke into it too quick, but I was just like I didn't really know what my sound was, but like that worked, so we like tried to follow that up. But then I was like, oh no, but then I like this sort of sound. So it's like I think it's like the tendencies of someone that has well undiagnosed ADHD, but it's like you just flick in between so many things, and you like everything that you see, and yeah, you like something one
You want
minute.
to soak it all up and
No,
you want to use it
mm,
all.
that's
I'm the
it.
same. I'm the same.
Like
My
overwhelming.
notes are a fucking absolute bin fire of like different things, and then it's like one day like so I'll make a. I'm exactly the same, mate. There's a lot of artists that are good at honing in on that one thing, and it's probably like you look at like Sammy Virgie for example.
Yeah,
He's been doing that thing for the past fucking 10 years probably, um, like making the same type of tunes. Obviously there's been progression, and you see those artists coming through and they're like really really smashing it because they've stuck to their guns. But I find that there is a bit of longevity when I spoke to other artists that have been in the music industry for a while, and I've always been worried like what you just said, like I've maybe spread myself too thinly amongst different genres, and I do find that most times I've spoken to other artists that have been in the industry, they say, nah, do your thing, because later down the line, you have a body of work that people will look at and go, actually, this guy's very versatile. And then by the time you get to the end, you'll kind of have carved something out. You'll
yeah.
have a sound, you'll have your own little niche.
Yeah, that's it completely. And I think like as long as for me, I was like, as long as there's like a recurring theme of like something through my music. And I was like, and then I was like, what is it? And I was like, probably energy is like the main thing. Like I know dance music has energy, but it's just like that like upbeat, like clubby energy, I feel like is the is the recurring theme that you want to like or like for me that is. But like I feel like for you, like I don't know, it's you're you're very much like creating like I kind of know a Van Damme record, even though it might be a breakbeaty sort of thing, or like a house record. It all kind of feels like your records, and I mean to be fair, again, it's energy, isn't it?
Likewise,
Yeah,
I think it's exactly the same about yourself. I think it is about energy, and I think, and I am slipping into these habits of like using similar sounds.
yeah, but I think that's a good thing. Like if you look at like I don't know, some of these people killing it in the minimal scene, like Josh Baker or Stussy or Obscure or something like they all use the same sounds like in a lot of their songs, and like that is what's got them to the point of just selling out like massive mad venues and like being
It's
like super
insane,
popular.
isn't it?
That yeah, that whole scene. Like, did you see what happened at Park Life yesterday?
Oh, the fight.
No, on Sunday, like Josh Baker got like he went on stage and then they had to like shut the stage down because he was too busy.
No way. Well, I seen there was videos of people fighting.
Yeah, I know. But I went there last year, and it's like there's quite a lot of like fighting. It's quite a scary place.
It's money, mate. It's the
Yeah.
Wild West
I
there.
mean,
Like,
it's like got the best state, like the festival looks insane. It's just I think people like get a bit too excited and start
it's
scrapping.
that fucking Nike Tech crowd as well, though. Like they love a little fucking scrap, a little
Yeah.
fucking noise up. Like,
Wafter and a scrap, isn't it?
yeah, they're like, and they're all charging. They've spent so much money to be there, and then they're just like, fuck it, I'll throw
Yeah.
some hands.
Yeah, you see it. You see it so often. You're just like like when I'm scrolling TikTok, a lot of videos at the moment seem to be fights in like crowds. And I'm like, that's not it as well, because I love like I'm starting to like really love that like sort of like minimal, like like fuse, like modern function, all that world. Like really, it's like really grown on me, and like I'm like producing like a lot of that in that sort of like realm now. And I don't know, you see some of the dance floors and you're like, what? What? But then also in opposed to that, you do see some of the dance floors and it's like crazy. You know that
Yeah,
algorithm
I
shit.
think it's maybe a UK thing. I think it's like, I was speaking to Test Press last week, and they were saying that like the energy in the UK versus like Europe or say Australia is like they were saying that like obviously here people are kind of opposed to dancing and actually enjoying the music. Like they seem to enjoy their time and they have a good time when they go to festivals or parties or whatever. But in regards to like actually dancing, they were saying that like when you go somewhere else, you notice it straight away that people actually bounce and dance and love it
Yeah.
and like they're having a good time. They said it. Well, obviously, it could be a number of things. It could be the drugs. Could be different things. You know what I mean? But it's definitely a UK thing. Damn right. So, how did you get into DJing first? That's how, like, because that's probably where it started, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I was so at first like I was literally born above my dad's nightclub. So like no, I'm not born above it. But like we
Actually, birthed above it, like
yeah, birthed
into it.
above
Yeah,
it. No, I was sorry. We were like I don't know. I think we moved to Cornwall when I was like 6 months old, and we moved there because my dad bought a nightclub, and we lived above it for like I think like 2 years. Um, and yeah, I guess that's kind of I guess it's always been in me from that sort of point. But I think for many years when I was like I don't know in my early teens and that my parents were always like trying to get me into dance music, but I kind of like not rebelled against it, but I kind of wasn't that interested, I suppose. And then my
what were you into when you were younger? What were you?
man,
What was your?
I was into like like the Kooks and like Ben Howard and like just like really like different music like that.
That's good though.
Yeah, my mum used to like rip loads of Amy Winehouse and like stuff like just like loads of different stuff like that. And then yeah, I just when I was 16, I bought a pair of well no, my dad gave me a pair of his old Technics from the nightclub and like a mixer. And I remember like dad hates this story, but I remember like setting them up in my room. I was like, right, dad, because the story goes that he used to every Saturday night he used to smash it headlining his own nightclub. And it was like a really good nightclub. But he used to like play every Saturday night. But I didn't realize that he wasn't like he's got great tune selection, but he's always said he was never that good at mixing. So we got in the room and he was like, right, can you teach me then? And then yeah, he gave it a go, but I had to go and learn elsewhere, let's just say. And then yeah, I just kind of just I remember I had like this like the same six records on my turntables, and I just used to like clang them every single day, and my parents would like scream down the house like turn the music down. And I persisted. I got some help from my friend Lewis Narbert, who was like the only other person that was really DJing. Um, around us, and like yeah, he was really patient with me, and I remember he used to like stand behind me and like nudge me into time. So and that was like I think that's the best way you can teach someone, just kind of like work like them like just nudging you into time on the CDJs. And then yeah, I gradually learnt to mix on vinyl and CDJs, and yeah, just from there I kind of just grew to love it. And I was working in my dad's bar um in St. Ives. He sold the nightclub and then he got a bar, and I remember just seeing the DJ come in, and like he'd come in like I'd be working from like 5 till 3 or something and getting like I don't know 70 quid or something. And I remember just seeing the DJ come in for like 3 hours, and I'd be like, surely sure. And then, so I you come in for 3 hours, and at the end of the night, they'd hand him like 150 quid, and I was like, nah, that is what I need to be doing. So I think
Funny
like
because the prices of DJs haven't changed that much since then.
150 quid for a bar gig.
Yeah, it's the going rate.
I think like over like 2 years, and like 16 to 18, I kind of just like really just tried to learn how to DJ as much as I could, and then eventually like finally was allowed to do a hub, a set in my dad's bar, the hub. And yeah, I was so nervous. I remember still didn't really know. It was on those old CD. I had my CDs out, and I was like loading in the CDs, and
Was
like
it what was it 1000s or 800s or something like
they were
the actual CD ones?
yeah, they were the CD ones. I think they might have been 800s,
Yeah, the
but they were
silver. They're like silver grey kind of
yeah,
color.
yeah, that was it. And like
Yeah,
yeah,
they were better. I actually liked the 800s better because they had an actual loop. Like you could
yeah.
loop 4 and 8
Oh mate,
rather than the.
I wasn't that technical. I was just clanging them in at this point.
Yeah, mate. But I mean, it's much better though. See the thousands, you had to actually manually like catch the loop, and I could never do it right. I was honest. I used to fuck it up every single time,
Yeah.
and it would be like, doot, doot.
Oh, that's so when you hit the loop wrong, and it's just like not in. It's so bad
It's the worst. No quantize.
You
no
just like
quantize at all.
and you just completely just like die.
I know, mate. It's embarrassing.
Shit,
The amount of times. See what? That's actually quite good though. Cutting your teeth doing that, coming through. Kids nowadays don't have a fucking clue how good they've got it.
No, no. It's the thing is, it's like I can't imagine learning now because it's almost too easy to DJ, and
Yeah.
I feel like I might have got bored when I was younger if DJing was like that easy. Maybe.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not that old, but like it's like yeah, I don't know. It's like on the controllers and everything. It's just literally it's more visual now. But like, and whenever I try and teach someone to mix, I'm always like, just put something over the screens. Because if you're looking at it, you'll never train your ears to get something in time. But once you've learned how to beat match, it's just one. I feel like you'd never forget how to beat match once you know how to beat match.
It's just your ears are like trained. You can hear it falling out, and it's good with production as well now because then you realize like, oh, that sounds out, or you can kind of. I mean, it's actually sometimes a bit of a curse as well because see when I hear things that are too like adding groove to things, you can hear something when it's out.
Yeah, swing scares me still because it's just like I don't know. Like sometimes when it swings too much, you're just like, oh, it sounds very like unnatural to the ear, but it does give it that extra groove.
Damn right. When would you say like things kind of started to look like this is maybe going to be like the career? Like when did you start producing and things like that?
So it's a bit of a strange one. So like around that sort of time when I was 18, my stepsister at the time, um, her ex-boyfriend was a big drum and bass producer called Coven. Shout out Max, absolute legend. And I used to go to his bedroom, and we used to just like make tunes together in his bedroom. But like he was obviously driving the ship, and I'd be kind of just be like, right, I want this sort of sound, and like I had like a Beatport number one when I think I was like 19, like a Beatport number one under my Crawford. It was called Crawford. I had this tune called Life. It was on Stanton Warriors' label.
No
And it
way.
was like, yeah, like it was like,
I never knew this. That's fucking mental.
yeah. So like, you ain't bad that life, but yeah, like me and Max would spend a lot of time doing it, and we even had like I had a record on vinyl, which like on like this label called Loft, and we got like a Kiwi remix and a Bremen Hamo remix under my
No way.
yeah, and I don't know. So I was Crawford until lockdown really,
Yeah.
and I kind of just. I felt I hadn't really been in the music industry like properly at this point, and I kind of wasn't. I felt like massive guilt for having like Max involved with my tunes,
Yeah.
and like I don't think I've ever spoken about this really, but like I just felt like it wasn't really true to myself, like having Max like drive the shit with it. Like obviously they were my ideas and stuff, but like I didn't realize that was like a thing in the industry. So I kind of just like not stopped it, but like I kind of just didn't really like me and Max didn't really do as much anymore because I was kind of not pushing it as much because I thought like maybe I was being like a little bit of a fraud with it, like because it wasn't fully mine. But in hindsight, I wish I ripped that because yeah, mate, he is the most talented guy ever. Like he's insanely amazing producer.
You look now as well, like you want to align yourself with artists like that because
Yeah.
you learn so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, it was great. But so I think like COVID hit, and I met Charlie G, my manager, and we kind of started talking. And then when we decided to do new music, we were like, why don't we just like do it with a new name? And then my name is actually Charlie Boon, so we were like, right,
I mean,
let's do that.
what a star like name. That is such a fucking it's such a fucking famous sounding name. Like I honestly I didn't think it was your real name. First time I heard of you, I thought that's got to be a stage name.
People always think it's a fake name. So yeah, I'm blessed with my real name. But yeah,
Lucky you.
yeah, we just got really, and we just started. I put one release out on Ways and Odysseys label, Street Tracks,
Street Tracks, yeah.
which was just like actually it's a cool record, but still I was like I didn't really back my production that much, but I was like this is like the new era, like a more housey era, like getting away from stuff. This is Charlie Boon. And then like in February of that year, we put out To Fly, which was like the record that changed it all for me, really, because I was like completely unknown by anyone in the scene, like no one at all. Like I'd been a promoter in Bristol uni for a little bit, putting on parties, and we like booked a few people, but yeah, no one knew me at all. And then I put this To Fly record out, and it just like it was crazy. Like I remember, I think Charlie, our manager, or Kieran from Part 4 sent it to Danny Howard, and on like the Wednesday, and he was like, love this, mate, in the show. And then from there it was just like he played it 6 weeks in a row on his Friday night show, and it went from like I'd never had a Radio 1 play to like just this, and I was like, whoa. Like
what was the feeling like when you first and it's honestly for me personally, when you first hear it on Radio 1, that's like it's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like a goal of mine for like so long to get that Radio 1 play.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel real. It was just like the craziest like feeling of just like I don't know, like I guess accomplishment that you're like, oh wow, like I've finally got my song like on like radio. Like for me when I was younger, like listening to like all the Friday night shows, even the daytime shows, like, I'd always have Radio 1 on. So when you think you're famous, you're like, oh my, like, and you quickly realize it doesn't really matter that much if you get a play on anyone. But like, you're like, wow, like I've done it, and like, yeah, it's
I think it's something that like normal people, like normies, do prick their ears up at. They go, like, that's when people that aren't actually in the scene go, whoa, that's National Radio 1. It's like one of the biggest stations in the world. So when you get a play on that, it is actually quite important to like normal people. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Like I remember like in St Ives, like after that, like where I'm from, it was like people would always talk, like people, it would just be like, oh, you're doing good now, and it's like it's probably all because of that like one like when your radio starts getting played, a record starts getting paid on the radio. But yeah, it's it was a mad kind of journey up to like that sort of point, I suppose.
Damn right. So what would you say has been your favorite release so far that you've put out?
I think it's probably All My Life, which we did last year. I don't really play it too much now, but like I don't know, the whole process of that record coming out, it was just like, I made it like the year before for Boardmasters as like an edit, and we were just like, I don't know, we just kind of thought, I sent it to my friend. I kind of done it, and then I sent it to my friend Eve, and he was like, mate, this is mega, and he like just beefed it up a little bit, and I played it, and it was like, it sounded amazing. It was like I was playing like the big dance tent at Boardmasters, like 10,000 people went off, and then I was just like teasing it on TikTok, and I'd had like a few videos. It never went like majorly viral on there, but like I was getting some videos with like 50,000 views and like thousands of people asking for it.
That's pretty good. That's, I mean, in this day and age, that's really good traction on there.
Yeah, it was really healthy. And then I kind of just sent a load of demos to Armada, and this All My Life was kind of like talked about like loosely, but Jason Ellis from Armada, who he's like one of the heads of A&R there, he was like, I might be able to like try and get this cleared, and we were like, really? Like surely not.
Whoa.
And yeah, it took like a good while. It took like 6 months to like get it over the line, but he knew Avicii's like estate. He knew his publishers and um Avicii's dad. I think he was quite close with because he actually I think he signed Avicii back in the day. So yeah, he basically just managed to sort it. So when I got the call, I remember I was in my old studio and like Jamie Unknown, the A&R there, legend, very sick producer. We've been working on some music.
His inbox will be getting fucking hammered now.
Yeah. But yeah, he rang me and I like actually had a little tear because I was just like so like shocked that it was happening and like yeah, it came out and it's like it did good. Like got a lot of radio play. It's still getting played on Radio 1 sometimes. My auntie loves to ring me and be like, "Your song's on Radio 1."
See, it tends to get played. You know the like the Saturday club classics thing.
Yeah.
It gets played quite often then
Yeah.
or Sundays. I've heard it in the car on a Saturday afternoon. I'm like, fucking hell!
Yeah.
They're still rinsing it.
I know it's a buzz.
It's a fucking iconic label. Armada is the iconic label. It's one of the big ones. Do you know what I mean? So, and I think that's probably a time and place thing. I think right label picked it up. It could never have happened any other way, mate. So yeah, well done.
Yeah, we felt super lucky because like the record wouldn't have come out on any because like we needed to get the permission from Avicii's family to use the sample. But yeah, it was a mad experience and like the reaction is always still like the biggest reaction when I play out. It's like All My Life is like the ones that they seem to know best.
Yeah, you've got another one in the bag. It's coming.
Yeah, I do. I've got there's some really like exciting bits coming that I'm like buzzing for. But yeah, it's been a mission to get some stuff out this year. It's just
I know. Do you know what? Sometimes after something like that, like a big high point, that kind of, I think not a lot of people would understand the feeling that once you get that kind of big release, especially at the level that you had it at, that was I mean, me personally looking in from the outside, that was a big track to come out. And it did have, like, I remember when you sent it to me and I was like, holy shit, this is a fucking tune. I was like, this is a big tune. And it's one of those things that afterwards, you know, you're not always going to have the net. Even I think massive artists have that. They have that big tune come out, and then the ones afterwards, they're not obviously as big or as like huge. They're still amazing tunes, but it's that to like, you know, normal people that go to clubs and absorb the music. It doesn't seem like you're hitting that same high note. So but it's all about kind of like, you know, being consistent with your production and you know, just keeping the ball rolling a little bit. I think
that's what we've kind of the end of last summer I did like an EP on Dan Shake's label, and that felt really good for me because it was just like super like underground and just like what I love playing and just like 3 completely different tracks. And I think this year like we've had like a few like issues getting a few things out, but it's been really good because I haven't made any decisions that I'm going to regret in terms of how commercial I want to go. And like that is like I think a really big thing for me because I think I could have potentially gone down this route of like just going too commercial with it, and I feel like it would I mean me and my manager have discussed it so many times, but I feel like if you do go down like commercial route where it's like past the sort of line of like being played in the clubs, I suppose it's like it's so hard to come back from that because you're kind of known for that like one big record that was slightly too commercial. So yeah, it's given us time to kind of work out what sort of like pocket we want to be in and like what sort of spaces we want to be in. So I'm feeling really positive about like everything, and like I've got so much good music coming this year. And yeah,
it's hard to pace that. It's like a runaway train kind of, and then once you get so far gone, there's only a few artists that have traversed the underground and commercial thing. It's a very hard thing to do.
It's almost impossible. I feel like we've had so many conversations and we've been like, this could be like just like the wrong move completely doing this like one record, and like I don't know. I think as when I was a little bit younger, I felt like I said yes to like everything, and I feel like one of the most important things now as I've got older is like just to really like take your time with decisions and like not saying yes to every single show, for example, or like every label that you want to do. Like it's just like trying to like craft your way of like what you want to be perceived as and how you feel like where you want to be as an artist. So yeah, it's been, I don't know, I feel like maybe as like, yeah, I'm not old, but like slightly older, I make more sensible decisions with that sort of stuff and don't just be like, I want to do that, I want to do that. The amount of times with me and Charlie, my manager's also called Charlie, which is annoying as hell. Because everyone would email me and be like, hi Charlie, like I'm doing inverted commas for the audio listeners. They'll be like, hi Charlie, like great, and they'll think that it's like I'm just being my manager, like I've got like a fake email for my manager. But I'm like, if I did have a fake email for my manager, I wouldn't call him Charlie. That would be like number 10,000 on the list of names. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not that thick.
Damn right. So I want to get into the basically the tour you did with Becky Hill last year. Or was it last year? Start of this year? Last year was December.
Yeah, it was October.
How did that feel? Like they were
I
fucking
mean,
stadiums pretty much.
yeah, like so I think from a young age I was like always I think when I like with Max, who I talked about earlier, he was putting like Mode Step years ago. And I remember being like 16 and going like sitting on their tour bus and I was like, this is like the sickest thing. Like if I ever get to this like thing. And I feel like a tour bus for me was always like this like not a goal, but like one of these like unrealistic things that I'll never do. And then like Becky I think I chatted to Becky about it before, like how much I like want to be on the tour bus, and like she knows like there's a joke with those like with my group of friends like that like I'm always like, this is the best thing ever, this is the best thing ever. But she knew that like the reaction for telling me that I'm going to support her on a tour is ridiculous. And I remember she rang me and I was in my living room and I just like I lost it. I was like I was annoyed. I think maybe we FaceTimed, but I just wish she recorded it because I literally lost my head. I completely lost my head. I was like doing laps of the house. I was like I think I did like a front flip onto the sofa because I was so gassed. I was like just so buzzing. Because she like loosely
My
mentioned
sofa
it.
would break if I did that.
Yeah.
My sofa, the
Nah.
legs would fucking fall off.
Yeah, because you've been smashing gym so much, man.
It's like throwing a fridge freezer onto the fucking sofa.
Nah, you're horrible. You're meaning yourself. But yeah, yeah, I couldn't believe it. And she like Lucy said it before, and I was like, oh, I don't think it will happen. And it was just like the most crazy experience you could ever imagine. Like just like we started in Dublin, and then what did we do? We got on the bus from Dublin to Glasgow, got the ferry over there, and it just like yeah, we kind of like went down the country, but just like the going to bed, like so the way like touring works like that for a like a big show, like if you've got the shows back to back, you'll say you'll arrive at the venue at like on the bus. You'll arrive at the venue on the bus in like really early in the morning, and then you'll kind of like have the whole day like eating catering, like messing around the arena, like sitting on the tour bus, sitting in your dressing room, like just like the stuff you like literally dream of, like just like knocking a football around like an arena. By the way, it's like one of the funniest things you could ever do. I got Becky's photographer Seb to play with me most days. Like, oh, I got like the riggers building. I'd be like, any of the boys want to play football, and honestly, I'd have so much fun. Just like being a bit of a nuisance, just like it was the dream. And then like I would play at like 7:30 every night. Go on and like honestly, like I started posting videos on TikTok, and then it became like a thing. Like like Becky's fans would be like, you need to see Charlie Boon, you need to see Charlie Boon. So like I get there and they're like, the first night was in Dublin and it like completely went off. Like it was like it was like one of the best shows we did on the tour. And then like people were posting videos and they were getting like thousands and thousands of views, like the support. And then it just like kind of grew as like this all went on, and it would be busier and busier like for when I started. And like every night I was playing to like these like massive arenas. And I just look up sometimes and just be like, what like is this my like is this my life? It was like one of those things, like how is this my setup? And then you'd play the show, you'd have some dinner before the show, sorry, play the show, and then Beck would go on, well, Catching Cairo would go on, and then Beck would go on, and then I'd always watch those shows. And then you'd have like a few beers after the show, and then you'd get on the bus, and that's like another like really fun thing. So you're like, I get on the bus and like have some beers, and then you go to bed, and then you're at the next arena, and you're
It's
like,
mad.
you can
It's
never.
a cheat code.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then you're just like, you wake up and you're in like a different city in a different arena. Get out, walk out, go into the arena, have some breakfast. It was like, I don't know. I'm so jealous of bands.
Would you do that? So if things kind of did blow up, would you do the tour bus thing?
Oh, I mean, like, I feel like for a DJ, you're taking the mick a bit.
You can
But like,
take all your warm-up acts on the
true.
tour.
Like, it is so like the bunks as well. Like, I thought they wouldn't be like comfy, but they were like insanely like you get in them like when you're like I've had a few beers and you just like shut the door and you're just like the movement of it is like so snug and you just like in the back of your mind like you're like yes I'm on tour and like it was like I was so gutted when that ended like I was like the whole like we did 10 shows and by like 6 I was like when you're on holiday for example and you're like already thinking like you've already like thought, "Oh no, is it nearly over?" I was like doing that by like show 6. I was like gutted that it was like
Ah,
always over. But yeah, it was like the most unreal experience.
that's class, mate. So, how did the relationship with Becky begin? How do you know her? How did that come about? Because you've spoke about like knowing her for quite some time. So, how did that come about?
Yeah, so Beck is my manager's fiance. So we
Right.
yeah. So Charlie Becky are getting married and they've been together for years. But yeah, Charlie introduced me to Becky and she's one of my closest friends now and like I can't thank Becky enough for like how much support she's given me and just like I don't know if you follow Becky online, but she's always bigging people up and just really like supporting people and like I can't
One
I've
of the
a
good
lot
ones. One of the
yeah
good people.
one of the realest people and like she's been so supportive and like such like a sounding board for advice and yeah I can't really speak highly enough of Becky for like what she's kind of done for me and just like yeah and now we've just got a great friendship.
Amazing.
We went to LA this year which was like super fun.
Yeah, that looked good fun.
Yeah, and like yeah, I've been like I've written some songs with Becky like potentially like will come out like for her and like
I was
maybe
just the way to ask
yeah
that. It's
yeah
just the way to ask that.
yeah so like just like having those opportunities to be in like the room of such like a generational talent of singers like and it's like I mean it's just crazy and like I'll never like let that like I'll never be complacent about that because like yeah I just feel super blessed like to be able to be in those rooms and like write songs with like some of the best songwriters you could ever like be in a room with. It's like yeah it's like proper like pinch my sometimes I like come out of those rooms and like look in the mirror when I'm having a wee like what am I doing here? But you've just got to roll with it and just like yeah just do the best you can do.
You've got to seize it when you're in
Yeah
them
yeah you've
situations.
got
You've
to
got
seize
to. You
it.
got to rise up to it. Otherwise, there's no fucking point in you being there.
No. And as long as you get invited back sometimes, then you must be doing something right.
Yeah.
I like to call myself the vibesman.
Yes. Yes, mate. Yeah, you bring the fucking vibes. You don't have to bring much expertise. Just
No,
bring some fucking good vibes, and they'll
no.
bring you back again.
Oh, actually, this machine, we Becky, the first time we ever wrote a song together, um, Becky brought one of these for Neve, and we like recorded the bass line. Oh, it's out of battery. But it goes meh meh meh. It's called an automaton, and
No way.
I wish it spoke right now. I didn't forgot it was out of battery.
And what's it do? Is it just like a
It just
little?
like makes this like crazy like meh meh, and we like sampled that as like the bass line for this
No
tune
way.
we wrote with Becky, and it was really cool because on the tour that we did, Becky played "Lost the Plot," which is like the song that we produced every night on the tour. So I got to hear it every night, and I would just be like, this is crazy.
Damn right. So how do you find like the way that the industry is now, specifically post COVID, about self promotion and traversing like social media and that? How do you feel about the game?
Man, I honestly feel like it's a lottery. I think it's complete luck. Like you can make the best content on TikTok, the most polished, clean, amazing video of you playing a show or anything like that, or I could like video someone walking down the street with a like stupid caption with my song behind it, and it would go like, do you know what I mean? And that would perform better. It's a minefield, and I feel like as like yeah times are going on people are getting more savvy to like what people are actually up to and I feel like you can just see straight through like someone like promoting their music and like being forced to promote like you say like being forced to promote your music. So I feel like probably what what I'm feeling is just like I kind of know that I'm being forced, like not being forced, but like I know that I have to do it. So it's trying to like reinvent a way to be like authentic with it, and like I feel like long form now is like super for me. Like as a if I was a fan, when I am a fan of someone, like the long form content is what I want to see. Even though I've done like been to like thousands of backstages of festivals and stuff, like sometimes just watching like YouTube series of like DJs on tour and stuff is like still for me is like that sort of super engaging.
That's my favorite type of content, like vlogs and stuff.
Yeah. But I know that I need to do that, but I'm just honestly when I did Gem Fest on the weekend, I was like, right, I'm gonna do it, and I like got my phone out walking down the road, and I was like, hey guys, like I'm en route to Gem Fest today, like really excited for it, and I just watched it back, and I was like, mate, I was like, you need to give it a rest. But I know that it's fine, but I've got some like weird yeah, just
Yeah, I think so. I've got a GoPro. I've got two GoPros as a game changer. Telling you right now, get a GoPro, get a really, really, really. It's like an enduro battery, which is the ones that last long. Um, and I use that for my gigs as well. I put the GoPro down and I film the entire set.
you feel like less of an idiot recording yourself with a GoPro, would you
Yeah,
say?
I
Yeah.
mean, no,
Well,
like I still feel like
oh wait, yours is stuck to your head, isn't it?
yeah, I've got a chest mount that I'm going to be actually putting on when I play Amnesia.
Oh
It's
my
just,
god, mate, you're
I'm going to
mad.
put a chest mount on and I'm going to record, and then I've got another one that I'm going to put on the decks. So you'll see the crowd and then you'll see like me.
That's cool though. Like you're doing something new, and you're doing like it's like it's not boring, is it? It's like people will actually see that. They want to see like the POV of Van Damme playing at easier.
I think the only problem is like if I do have any advice for yourself or anybody that's listening to the podcast, right? Get someone to edit it. Don't edit yourself. That swallows up. I've got vlogs from last year, right? I've just finished the vlog of me going down to drum sheds to the Dom Dollar show. I was doing like interviews and stuff, and I took the GoPro, which was a fucking hassle, by the way. They weren't even going to let me in with the GoPro.
Yeah, I remember you saying to me about that actually.
It was totally insane, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm here to film content. I've got all the credentials. Had a fucking access all areas banned, everything. They were like, you're not allowed to take the GoPro in, and I was like, so how the fuck am I gonna? But people are filming on their phones. Everyone's got a
Yeah.
phone. I was like, a GoPro is actually not as
Yeah.
good as a phone because I can't fucking upload it straight away.
Is it a no cameras policy, the event?
No, I don't know what it is. It's to do with I don't know. I honestly I could not get a straight answer out of them. And the week after, I was playing drum sheds with Fatboy Slim, and I was like, see if they're arseholes about this GoPro, I'm going to kick off. But they were total fine the week after. It was just that week they were really being funny about it. And they probably recognised me from being a prick the week before. But and then when I had it out, I was on the stage. People were filming with their phones, and I thought, "Fuck this, I'm filming," because I was like, everyone else is like that with their phones. So I thought it's the same thing. So I fucking got the stick thing, and I was like pushed it right up because my handle thing's got a big stick built into it, and I went like that and held it up, and it was like, and no one said anything, so it was fine. I think once you're in, it's fine, but yeah, it was a bit of a shiter. But yeah, my vlog from last year, I've just finished that one, and it took me a while to edit it, and then I've got the ones from obviously following up, and it's hard to kind of keep the momentum going if you've not got an editor. So if you're going to do that, get somebody to edit them, mate.
Okay, yeah. It's I think it's something I need to do because it's just like, yeah, you got to keep up with the times a bit, and like that's the content I want to see, so I should be doing it myself.
Damn right. I just wanted to talk about like experiences with working with a major label versus like underground labels, and kind of like how you felt the process was with both. Sorry.
Yeah, it's interesting because like I feel like as long as the people that are working on your project are passionate and they really care about the music, I feel like that's the main thing, whether you're at a major or an indie label. Like obviously when you're plugged into a major, you've got like so much more scope to like for it to like, and like because they can put more money into it, and like it's you've got all the access to like really like it's kind of a head start, I suppose. If you're on a indie, then like, yeah, it can really like it can take a while, but also there can be like beauty in that because you can put out things that aren't like so commercially leaning. But yeah, I feel like I the thing with majors is like they it's quite driven by like it's very driven by sales and like how much like money like the records are going to make because at the end of the day it's a big business and like they've got to pay their staff and they want to make money. So um my experience of it is just like being very like just you've kind of if you're an artist you've kind of got to hold firm on like what you want to release, I'd say. It's like and actually like not compromise too much within your art because once you've compromised too much within your art like we said earlier you can never go back. So yeah, it's just living in those sort of in that major world is like it's good, but there's obviously negatives to doing that.
Yeah, you've kind of got to
Yeah.
dance to their tune a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
more
yeah,
when they're
yeah.
throwing more money to you.
Yeah, that's it. So it's a completely different ball game, but each works. But I feel like definitely signing to a major is not the be all and end all.
Yeah, it's good to hear your experience because obviously, like, there is pros and cons of everything. But I do think, like I said to you yesterday, it was like I think a lot of people hang their fucking coat on the fact that they need to be signed to a major, and obviously there's benefits. You get that big fucking juicy check, and you know what I mean. But you got to pay that back. You got to find a way to give them that back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think my main advice and advice that I should take myself is like sign records to labels which have good followings. Like that is what is gonna really make a difference to your career. Like signing to a major might be good if you have a hit, but like you're always chasing your hit. But it's if you're young and just trying to work out like where you want to release, look at the labels that are like well, if you're young, if you're any age and you want to release music, like work out like what labels are popping right now and like where your sound fits and just be on like try and be on those labels because so many people get pulled through the scene and become headliners from like releasing on the label of a big artist and then popping up like Look at You and or someone like that, like releasing on Trick and then having their moment and then just like becoming the star. It's like so many people. Patrick with Jamie Jones. It's like oh, it's just a feed like it feeds that like model. That model really works for like growing artists. So that would be my main. If I was gonna if someone was gonna say, should I sign for a major or should I sign to like IPCs like you know like Patrick Thompson like I'd probably tell them to go down the other route because you might like I say you might get a check but like you're gonna get more checks from playing like on lineups with all these big artists every weekend 3 times a week. So
Yeah, I think as well. That's like I was going to ask you one bit of advice, but that's a good bit of advice to give people. I was saying younger Charlie. I was like going to ask younger Charlie, what would you tell him? But that's a solid piece of advice.
yeah, I'd say that and just like be careful of like what you say yes to because you can like I said just don't say yes to like don't say yes too much because like the like opportunity is always going to come but you don't need to say yes to every single one that comes straight away even though it might be super exciting to do so.
Yeah. No, you're right. You got to pick and choose your battles a little bit, mate. Um, it's hard when you're starting out though, and I fucking still find it very hard to go no. Like I'll say yeah to the fucking opening of an envelope, and I'm like, and then I'm like, and then you get to the day and you go, this was a fucking mistake. This was
Mate,
a mistake.
that's it. I do this like me and Charlie will have heated debates once a week about whether I should do something or shouldn't. And I'm always, oh mate, but it'll be fine, like it'll be all right, we can do it. And he's like, well, you can do it. And then I'm like, but should I? And then it's just like this whole like dialogue and it like I don't know, it's yeah, I think having like really grateful for the sounding board of Charlie because otherwise I would have probably said yes to way more things.
Damn right. So, I've got a little final thing, right? It's a thing that I've been doing on my pod. It's called Damn Right or Damn Wrong, right? It's a little fucking game show. I'm going to say a statement. You're going to say damn right or damn wrong, and you're going to tell me why you think that, okay? Right? So we'll start easy. We'll start easy, and then we'll juice it up as we go on, okay? They get saucier and saucier as we go on.
I'm nervous.
They'll be fine. Don't worry about it, mate. The ones I did with test press were fucking wild. So, You'll be good, right? I mean, the fucking pod might be cancelled by the time this comes out, so don't worry about it, right? Okay, so damn right or damn wrong, festivals are better than clubs.
Damn wrong. Because I think there would be no festivals like in the dance world without clubs. Like clubs are so important to new artists, to big artists. It's like it's the bread and butter of dance music at the end of the day. And like without clubs, like yeah, clubs for sure. Actually, I
You
wish I
prefer going to clubs?
we prefer. Yeah, I think I don't know. It's hard. Obviously, Glaston's like crazy good. Um, but like yeah, I think on a general basis for sure, clubs. That's some of the best times ever.
Yeah, I prefer clubs, but it's hard right now because obviously festivals are the fucking thing, and they're kind of moving their way into like the most kind of important, not important, but the biggest part of music just now. So, right or damn wrong, everyone's a DJ now.
Damn right. Damn right. Yeah, I feel and like I don't like to slander that because like why would you it's like almost like being a footballer now. It's like that good. Like you see like some people's lives and you like from the outside and you're like that is a joke. Like how would I and like unlike a footballer you can booze and party so it's like it's even better. So I kind of I I get it, like I get it, and like everyone, like a lot of people do love music and dance music so popular, and like why would you not try? Like if I hadn't started when I did when I was young, I'd probably be doing it now, and everyone would be like, oh look at Johnny Boon, like he thinks he's gonna be a DJ. And to be fair, like but then like I say that, and when I was 16, 17, I remember my mates being like, oh look at him like trying to be a DJ. So I feel like everyone thinks like even when we were younger, it's like people thought that like everyone was trying to be a DJ, but you've just kind of just got to like do it and like actually like go for it if you're actually going to be a DJ. But also, more than happily enough, DJ on your controller in your bedroom and absolutely love it. Like it's not, I don't get why people gatekeep that because it's like you do it, so why can't everyone else? That one got me, didn't it?
Yeah, no, that was a good answer. That was a really good answer. Damn right or damn wrong, sync button is still DJing.
Damn wrong, damn wrong. It's like,
Go on then.
oh, it's so hard, and I
You're
love
trying to tell me you've never fucking hit that sync button when it's fallen out.
haven't. I've never.
God,
I swear, I don't even know how. I don't even.
I, please, I swear to God.
Yeah, I promise. I promise. The only time that the sync button has ever come out is at the start of a set when you come on, you follow someone, and the sync button's on, and I'm like, I don't even know. It's hard to get off, like because you've got to move the fader up and down. No, I feel like DJing is like with the. It's like DJing is providing. Yeah, sorry. DJing is providing like entertainment for people and mixing music together. So if I'm going to be diplomatic about it, sound like I'm on the fence, and it kind of it is because like it still is DJing. But I feel like the fundamentals of DJing is the fundamental thing of DJing is beat matching for me as like a dance music DJ. But then I suppose if you look into like the 70s and the early days of DJing, they weren't beat matching, so maybe the sync button they would have wished for it. So I'm gonna have to sit like really like in the middle of the fence, like one leg either side of that.
So my opinion is right. I don't hate on people for using it, but I would just find it very, very boring to not do anything. And also, I find as well the sync button like it is a bit like it's a bit rigid. Like sometimes, like if I'm obviously you've got to if you're using a sync button, you've got to go through record box. Like, and this is fucking, this is English. This is proper DJ chat now, right? Equipment chat. You got to go into record box and you got to make sure that all those beat grids are perfect. And if they're not perfect and you hit sync and that kick drum's just slightly off or the rhythm of the tracks may be a little bit funky, especially with garage and stuff, mate, it can fuck it up. It can sound, and if you don't know how to turn the sync off and nudge that track in the right direction, your fucking set's going to sound whack.
You're done for.
Yeah, you're done for. Right. Damn right or damn wrong, the quicker the production sesh, the better the tune.
Oh, damn right. 100%. Like all of my all of my best sessions with other musicians, all of my best songs, anything that I've done that's like half decent, comes super quickly. The ones that you like kind of like spend a whole day on and you're just like fudging it out, like, do you know what I mean? Just like really just like just trying to like make something of it, or like even for me, it's like if the idea doesn't come like within like 20 minutes, I'm like, right, let's just move on, let's get on. And like I come to like the more I've started doing sessions with other people, with singers and like other producers and stuff, I feel like the best sessions are always when someone moves it on really quick. Like you can sit in like a session with it's harder with other people, right? Because like someone's like singing and like they're writing an idea, but then like if someone actually calls it, it often like resets the energy in the room, and everyone all of a sudden it's like, oh bang, like we've got a good idea, like just kind of. But like if you're like flogging like this tune, I've been in a session before and you like spend a whole day trying to write something and you're just like, you're kind of never really feeling it the whole day. So I feel like, yeah, just be really snappy with your ideas, like if you're producing. But I mean, for some people, it might not be that. Like people love to like mull over it. I think for me and a lot of people, it's the quicker the session, the quicker the better the tune, let's say.
Me too. My best ones have come within 15, 20 minutes, and I'm like, I've got it. And if I'm having to fight against it, I mean, there's a couple of times I've went back and then I've got to it and I went, there is something here. But I've got a thing where if it's not there in the first 20 minutes, I wrap it up, start something new. Like, literally, like I used to fucking beat myself up trying to make something sound like the right way, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's got to fucking feel
Yeah,
good.
you've got to feel it. You've got to feel it.
Okay, damn right or damn wrong, Boiler Room is just marketing on decks. You're gonna fucking totally see yourself out of a Boiler Room.
Yeah. Damn wrong. I love Boiler Room. I think they're amazing, and I would love to do one so much. I have got like Boiler Rooms to me are like that is what I used to like watch when I was younger. I used to be into this label called Swamp 81. That was like the first records I started collecting when I was like.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Bodica,
Pale Man, etc. Didn't you do a session with Bodica? Have I made that up?
No.
Oh,
but
that's someone else.
Mate, I would fucking cut off my left arm to do that.
Yeah.
He's one of my absolute heroes. Like that's my era.
Yeah, mate, same. Mercy, Swim. I didn't know we had that in common. Like Pale Man was my favorite. I used to like.
So all my newer tracks, I'm moving like that. I want to make stuff like in that vein, still clubby but kind of hard.
Mercy VIP, what a tune!
Oh, mate, fucking hell!
I forgot. Oh yeah, so yeah, all of those times were like kind of like sculpted like what I was into. Like I'm like just before I got into like I was into like EDM for a little bit, like for 6 months when I just found like that I like dance music. I was watching like Hardwell Ultra and stuff like that, and then someone sent me Lewis Narbert, actually, who taught me to DJ. He sent me a Pale Man Beazle dub, and I was like, what is this? And it completely just blew my mind. Like I couldn't even like fathom it. It was like so like obscure and left field to anything I'd ever like been exposed to. It was like and then from that moment I was like, it kind of changed like where I was. And then obviously like Boiler Room like was so prominent at that time, and there were so many like iconic Boiler Rooms like in that sort of era. I feel like I've got like a different perception of Boiler Room to someone that might see it now as like a commercial beast, but like it came through the underground. It's so like the
original Boiler Rooms, they were like every Wednesday or something. They were the ones like just sit, couple of beers. I used to sit with my mates and watch them scream and fucking
Mickey Pierce,
like Bodica and all those people. Jackmaster,
Jackmaster was like a big inspiration of mine. Like I used to like just.
I think he was for quite a lot of people.
Yeah,
he was definitely one of those DJs I remember first going to see. I remember going to see him. Do you know what? He played a gig in a place called the Ivy in Glasgow, and it's like a pub. They serve food in that, right? But they used to do this party called I'm pretty sure it was this party called Baller Social Club, right? And it was and Hudson Mohawk came from that club night. Claire Fifi, she came through on that, and they used to have guests, and I remember seeing him play, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I was like, and I was sitting like at a table pretty much, like a fucking restaurant. It's like a restaurant pretty much. I was sitting watching him across, and I was like, fucking, and the place was bouncing. It was like early evening, but yeah, and then seeing him on the Boiler Room, I was like, blew my mind.
He is the best. Like, he's undeniably like the way I used to love it when he was DJing. He'd always like lick his finger, and I don't know. He was just he had it. He had it. He was great. But yeah, rest in peace, the absolute legend, inspiration. So sad what happened.
Last ones, right? Damn right or damn wrong, you should never read your own comments on videos. So not your own comments, but comments on your videos. Sorry.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah.
I think so. I've whenever I've had I've always got quite lucky, but like any time I've ever been like saw a comment like slagging me off, I'm like all right then, I get all Karen it. I'm like, well, and then it will like proper rattle me for like, you know, a few solid days. I don't know. I think it's you're better off just trying to ignore it and just thinking like whoever that is. Like I can't believe someone could go on their phone and like actually write something mean on someone trying to do something good. Like I can't even fathom it. So it's like how sad must your life be to be doing that? So like I actually like if you actually change the perspective of it and being like feeling sorry for someone because they're being horrible and being like trying to be like oh well, like oh god like you must actually like be so sad and angry like to be even thinking of doing that like
The first thing to come to their head is that negativity.
yeah like why like what like I don't get it. Imagine I don't know it's
I can't put myself in them shoes. It's hard. Sometimes I'll see something and I'll go, fuck that. That's not, but I won't fucking say it. But I had a fucking belter of a comment last week on YouTube. So I put a video up and I was playing it in Aberdeen at the May Day party, and it was Henry that filmed the video, so it's a proper class video, right? It's like front, back, on the decks, like really, really good. And the guy goes, can clearly see from this video that you're turning a knob and it's not doing anything. And then he went, and then this next comment, so he commented like this big screed. I'll put it on the pod, right? Commented this big screed, and then he fucking said straight after, and now in closer inspection, I can see the decks are not turned on. And I was like, what? I was like, are you fucking joking me? I was like, what? So you think I'm standing there and I'm just fucking like, the music's just playing out a CD player or something? It was insane. I fuck it, and I bit back, and I was like, I think you'll find that that's the filter knob, and if you listen to I fucking total, I was like, I can't fucking I can't have somebody putting online that I'm a fake DJ. I was like, it's the last thing.
that's what he wanted, mate. That's what he wanted you to nibble, and you nibbled it right up.
Yeah, he commented back really, really something nice afterwards, and I just thought, you just wanted to fucking speak to someone.
That's even worse. Like he's like coming back and he's like all nice about it. It's like at least back yourself. You're gonna be mean.
Yeah, he pretty much asked me for DJ tips afterwards.
No.
Yeah, I was like, fucking just get an iPod and fucking plug it in and just play a set. Damn right, mate. This has been so good, and we will get one of these in person. It's even better in person. Trust me. Couple of wee bevies. Oh, mate. Next time you're up in Glasgow, we'll fucking get it. We'll get it sorted straight away. Okay. Just to finish this off, just to round up, have you got anything coming up? Releases, gigs, anything you want to plug?
So what have we got? I've got Night Sales this weekend. Then next week I'm in Ibiza for a week, which I'm buzzing about. Doing Eden and Rocks, which will be fun for the reboot lot, which is really exciting. Got Reading festivals just come in, that'll be sick. Boardmasters, a few other festivals around the place. But yeah, and I've got a release. I think I'm gonna say it anyway. I've got a record coming on Gorgon City's label, which I'm super excited about, on Realm. This massive like garagey like have I sent it to you?
I want it.
We'll be back. We'll be back. Dude, have I not sent it to you?
I don't know. Maybe you have.
Oh
but
no, it
send
can't
me
be that
af-
good. It
send
can't be
me
that good if you haven't heard. If you haven't heard.
Do you know what? My fucking head's like a
No,
mix, so it's like...
I don't. I might not have, but yeah, it's I think it's a great label to be releasing on. They've got such a like captive like big audience now, so I'm like super excited for that to come out on there. The Gorgon City are amazing, and yeah, just trying to. I need that the ODF tune that we've got with Armada. Hopefully that's gonna come super soon. And yeah, I want an EP by the end of the year. That's the next goal. Just like getting like a full. I've got so much music. Like if I showed you my computer of like, it's actually it feels really nice because like I'm doing my job. Like there's a lot of music here, but it's just trying to like line up what is coming. And it's all a bit over. I'm 15 minutes late for a call with Charlie to run through all the music we have to try and work out where we want it to go. But yeah, loads of exciting stuff. Feel really good about everything. And yeah, mate, thanks for having me. You're a legend.
Thank you so much. A total pleasure. Thank you so much, Charlie. Damn right.